activity, investigate the TCP/IP and OSI models in action. Before coming to it, then we will display elements of the TCP/IP protocol suite. Here we can see the intention of this packet tracer found as data-defined protocol simulation or TCP/IP, and first examine HTTP. So firstly, we have to switch from real-time to simulation mode. In the lower right corner of the packet tracer interface are buttons that toggle between real-time and simulation mode. Yes, we will see that. PT, this packet tracer always stands in real-time mode, in which networking protocols operate with realistic timings. However, a powerful feature of the packet. So we can see two buttons for real-time and simulation. By default, we can see it's in real-time. So to go to simulation mode from real-time, just click on this simulation. And now we can see we are in a simulation mode. Then we have to select HTTP from the event list filters. Okay, that can be done. Before that, we will read this info. HTTP may already be the only visible event. And then we close it. Okay, now we will come to our packet tracer, and here we can see our simulation panel, and here we can see event list filters, and here we have only HTTP as the visible events. Okay, now if you have more number of visible events in this simulation panel, then you can click on this show all bar none. So I'm going to click on it. So here we can see now it shows none. Suppose again we are going to click on it, we can see all the show. Okay, now we will add only the required events from these edit filters. Click on these edit filters. And here we can see for 3 tabs, IPv4, IPv6, and MISC. So we will click on this MISC, and we will search for HTTP here. So we will check this checkbox. Then we can close this event list. Then here we can see event list filters visible events only HTTP. Okay, the next step we are going to generate traffic, that is HTTP traffic. Right. Currently the simulation panel is empty. So here we can see our simulation panel. This event list is empty. There are 5 columns listed across the top of the event list with the simulation panel. As the traffic is generated and step through, events appear in the list. Okay, we will go to simulation panel and we can see those 5 columns listed. It's here, with, time in seconds, last device, edge device. Then we can see type. Now here they given a note. The web server and web client are displayed in the left pane. The panels can be adjusted in size by hovering next to the scroll bar and dragging left or right where the double-headed arrow appears. Yes, coming to our packet tracer, here we can see our work area. Here is our web server and the web client, and we can adjust the simulation panel to come here. So we can adjust like this. Okay. Okay, now click web client in the far left pane. Okay, we will go, and here we can see web client window. We will go to a desktop tab. It's here. Now we'll search for the web browser. Okay, here's our web browser. Then here we can see our URL field. We will paste our URL here. Then we will press go. Okay, we click on go, but there is no event in the event list. We will go to the next step here. Okay, because time in simulation mode is event driven. Yes, already told that. We must use the capture bar forward button to display network events. The capture forward button is located at the left hand side of the blue band that is below the topology window. To our packet tracer, here we can see our blue band. It's here below our topology window. And here we can see 3 buttons so that we can see this is a capture or forward. So it shows the pop-up, capture, then forward. Or we can press Alt C from keyboard. Now click capture bar forward 4 times. There should be 4 events in the event list. We will do that. Coming to our blue band, we are going to click on this capture or forward 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now look at the web client web browser page. Did anything change? Okay, we'll check that. We'll click on this web client. Oh, here we can see our web page. It shows web server you have set. It may be necessary to expand the simulation panel or use the scroll bar directly below the image. So coming to our simulation panel, here we can use this scroll bar so that we can go to type. And here we can see a blue color square box. We'll click on this square box. So we get a PDU information at device web client window. The PDU information at device web client window displays. Yes, that's correct. So in this window, there are only 2 tabs, such as OSI model and outbound PDU details. Here we can see those tabs, OSI model and outbound PDU details. Because this is the start of the transmission. As more events are examined, there will be 3 tabs displayed, adding a tab for inbound PDU details. Okay, that's good. And here we can see this PDU information at device, we have only 2 tabs, OSI model and outbound PDU details. And we can see this inbound PDU details in PDU information layer. Okay, so when an event is the last event in the stream of traffic, only the OSI model and inbound PDU details tabs are displayed. Okay, that's great. Now ensure that the OSI model tab is selected. Yes, now we are in the OSI model tab. Under the outlayers column, click layer 7. So here we can see 2 columns in layers and outlayers. Just we'll go to outlayers and we will select this layer 7. Just we will click on this layer 7. What information is listed in the layer 7? Next is what is the destination port value for layer 4 under the outlayers column. Okay, come to our PDU information at device web client. Outlayers, here we can see layer 4. And here we can see our DSP port. That means its destination port number is 80. Yes, so this port 80 is the well-known port for the protocol HTTP. Next is what is the destination IP value for layer 3 under the outlayers column. We can check that in outlayers. Here we can see layer 3, and we can see destination IP address is 192.168.1.254. So this is the IP address of our web server. Next is what information is displayed at layer 2 under the outlayers column. So coming to outlayers, so here we can see layer 2 that PD is FCS and here we can see in OSI model the layer 2 TCP source. So it's a 2 visible details tab 2 on your Ether 2 header. It is outbound PDU details here. More descriptive and detailed information. The values under dest MAC, that is destination MAC address, and SRC MAC, that is the source MAC address. Within the Ethernet 2 section of the PDU details appear on the OSI model tab under layer 2, but are not additionally listed model tab. Outbound VRC IP and DHT IP, that means source IP address and destination IP address. So coming to our OSI model, trust what is assigned as TCP. So 4, we can see TCP source port and destination port. So this is common source port and destination port, and the layer is layer 4. PDU model. See, and here we can see HTTP OSI model tab. Okay, coming to our outbound PDU details. Here we can see HTTP request, and we can see host www.osi.log. And here we can see its associated net is replacing it. We'll click on it. The next square box is here, second one. We'll click on it. And here in OSI model, in our case we can see only one layer is active. That is layer. Okay, next advanced the next HTTP type box with the event list and the layer square box. This window contains the layers column for the app connection. Now we'll go to the next square box. Here we can see that. We'll click on it. And here we can see inlayers and outlayers. Yes, here as they mentioned, we can see these inlayers and outlayers, and it's from server and to these inlayers and a request. Okay, server received SOP. Here we can see to HTTP request. Okay, server received an HTTP request, and here we can see web client. Okay, then we can see destination IP address of our web server, and here we can see layer 2 Ethernet 2 header. Also we can see layer 2 layers 3 IP.1.1. This is the IP address of our this web client. Yes, because this web server is going to send back HTTP replay to this client. Hence, the web server will be the source and web client will be the destination. Now here in layer 2, we can see Ethernet 2 header, and here we can see the yes, here we have seen this source and destination IP address, also the source and destination MAC address swap. Now click the inbound and outbound PDU details tab. Review the PDU details. Okay, here we can see the detailed information about these layers and outlayers in this inbound PDU details and outbound PDU details. So here we can see inbound PDU details, Ethernet, and here we can see IP header, source IP address and destination IP address. Now we can go to outbound PDU details, the detailed information of outlayers, Ethernet 2 IP, TCP, source port, destination port, and here we can see HTTP response by the server to our web client. HTTP data connection clause, content length, and here is our server. And finally, with the last parallel square box under the info column. How many tabs are displayed with this event? Explain. Coming to our simulation panel, here we can see our last square box. So we'll click on it. And here we can see to share this PDU information from web client to web server. So we have only in layers, so we get this inbound PDU details, and we don't have out layers. So now we'll move to the next part, display elements of the TCP/IP protocol suite. In part 2 of this activity, we'll use the packet tracer simulation mode to view and examine some of the other protocols comprising of TCP/IP suite. Coming to step 1, view additional events. Close any open PDU information windows. Okay, that can be done. In the event list filters, visible event section, click show all bar none. What additional event types are displayed? Okay, come to our simulation panel. Here we can see show all bar none. We click on it. So here we can see show none. Again, we will click on it. And here we can see many visible events. And these extra entries by various roles in the TCP/IP suite. Extra visible event section, open to information to step 1, view additional events. Close any open PDU information windows. Okay, that can be done. In the event list filters, visible event section, click show all bar none. What additional event types are displayed? Okay, come to our simulation. So here we have this protocol that is response local communication sessions between the devices. These protocols have been, currently there are over 25 possible protocols, event types available for capture within packet tracer. Now, look at the first DNS event in the type column. Explore the OSI model and PDU details tab, and note the encapsulation process. As you look at the OSI model tab with layer 7 highlighted, a description of what is occurring is listed directly below the inlayers and outlayers. The DNS is occurring during the DNS event, we will click on the square box. And now we highlighted this description story to the DNS server. This is what is here. Note the outbound PDU details tab. So coming to PDU information, here we can see outbound PDU details. So what information is listed in the name field in the DNS story section? Okay, we will search for this DNS story section and we will find the name field. And here we can see DNS story. And here is name. So it says www.osi.log. Next is click the last DNS info colored square box in the event list. At which device was the PDU captured? Okay, we'll check that. We will close this PDU information and come to our simulation panel and we will search for the last DNS here. DNS, yes, it's here. And we can see it's in the device web client. Okay, we'll click on this square box and here we can see our PDU information device web client. Now, what is the value listed next to address in the DNS answer section of the inbound PDU details? So here we'll go to the tab inbound PDU details, it's here. Okay, now we have to go to DNS answer. Oh, where is that? Here we can see DNS answer. Then we'll find out address. Then we'll find out where is that? Here we can see DNS answer. Then we'll find out address. Here we can see an IP address specified in the DNS answer. It's 192.168.1.254. This is IP address of our HTTP event in the list, and click the square box of the TCP event immediately following this event. Highlight layer 4 in the OSI model tab. So we'll close this PDU information and we will find HTTP event here. The first HTTP event. Here we can see the first HTTP event. Then we have to click the square box of the TCP event immediately following this event. So here we can see that TCP just after this HTTP event. So we'll click on this TCP square box. So we have to highlight layer 4. So here we can see layer 4. Next is the number listed directly below the inlayers and outlayers. What is the information displayed under items 4 and 5? Here we can see the informations 4 and 5. The TCP connection is successful. The device set the connection state to established. TCP manages the connecting and disconnecting of the communication for the HTTP event. So we will click on this TCP square box. Now we have to highlight layer 4. So here we can see layer 4. For the device set the connection state to established. TCP manages the connecting and disconnecting of the communications channel along with other responsibilities. This particular event shows that the communication channel has been established. Right. Next is click the last TCP event. Highlight layer 4 in the OSI model tab. Examine the steps listed directly below layers and outlayers. Right. We will close this PDU information. Then we will search for the last TCP event in the simulation panel. So here we can see TCP. We will click on this square box. Then we have to highlight layer 4. So here we can see layer 4. And then we will examine the steps listed directly below layers and outlayers. Here we can see that the device receives a TCP acknowledgement segment on the connection to 192.168.1.1 on port 1025. Receives segment information, the sequence number 104, the ACK number 273, and the data length 20. The TCP segment has the expected peer sequence number. The device sets the connection state to closed. So what is the purpose of this event? Based on the information provided in the last item in the list, that is to be item 4. Yes, so here we have the answer. The device sets the connection state to closed. That means obviously this web server closes its connection. Now there are challenge questions. This simulation provides an example of a web session between a client and a server on a local area network. That is LAN. The client makes a request to specific service running on the server. The server must be set up to listen on specific ports for a client request. In look at layer 4 in the OSI model tab for port information. Okay, right. Based on the information that was inspected during the packet tracer capture, what port number is the web server listening on for the request? Yeah, already we discussed this. For HTTP, usually we use the well-known port 80. We can verify that. Just we will go to our simulation panel and we will search for the HTTP. Here we can see we will click on this HTTP and we will go to layer 4. And here we can see the destination port that is going to this web server. It's a port 80. So this is the well-known port for HTTP. Next is what port is the web server listening on for a DNS request? Okay, we can search for the DNS. So here we can see web client DNS. We click on it, and here we can see destination port is 53. Okay, that's all in this packet tracer activity. Investigate the TCP/IP and OSI models in action. Now, dear friends, if you have